there's a lot of songs that are collaborative that are just fire right now.
Welcome to Message Reveal. Message Reveal identifies a vibe, a message, or a story told through lyrics of a song. And if you're new to my platform, please subscribe and find out what Message Reveal is all about. Well, you guys, I'm so excited. My brother. He's been on every season, even this current season. I'll let him tell you a little bit about who he is. But I'm just so excited. We have a different episode, and the episode is the power of two or more. Brother, welcome, my brother, Mr. Arrick How are you?
Hey sis, Shay, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for always being here for me. Thank you for always coming on. Thank you for always picking up the phone when I call you. Thank you for allowing me to throw out ideas and being supportive and, tweak it with me so I can get what I need. Just thank you for everything. I appreciate you and I love you.
Look here, you are a intellectual powerhouse to me. Your ideas, your concepts are so always on time and on point and innovative. You feed me. You inspire me to think a little bit more. And I have to thank you about doing part of my work that I think God has pushed me to do and have me to do. You were part of the messaging that God has given me to let me know I'm on this path and direction to do so. So I thank you. I appreciate you always.
I appreciate it. So let's talk about the power of two or more, excuse me. Give me your perspective, give me your energy around this topic.
Okay, well, just to put it in a spiritual context, the Bible, Matthew 18 and 20, it says, for where two or three are gathered in my name, there I am among them. So when you have a singularly centered energy, it can be, it can move, but it can be impactful more so when there's two or more because there's the strength. That's the whole thing behind marriage. That's the whole reason behind anything like the pairs of two animals in the ark, everything like that. There's a power in more than one. That's the reason why there's a Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, the Trinity. There's a reason why there's more than just a one singularly thing always. Even though there's one God, even that God has different forms, just like us. We are mind, body, spirit. We are not just one particular thing. So the multiplication of oneself, and when we're amplified and doing things together, it's an amplification of that very spirit, that energy, and that vibration. So I look at it of what he said. If he said it, then hey, that's how it's gonna be.
I love that because I'm going to talk about the spiritual part of it. That, yes, and I've always said this on my podcast, you have to know thyself and know who you are. But once you identify and know yourself, then you get to tap into other levels of yourself. As you said, mind, body, and soul, or you said the spirit. What did you say? The
Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, the Trinity.
Yes, all of those things play, and those are all different aspects of who we are. So I love that we're talking about this, and I'm hoping that this will encourage someone to link up with someone that they trust, because we always want to have wise counsel and be wise in who we share our visions and our perspective with. I think that's very important, but we got to get to work, and getting to work for this new age, this new perspective. I believe it involves us doing things together.
Absolutely. We living in a world of singularity. Your phones, our tablets, our computers, everything isolates us and allows us to be very singularly focused. Um, you don't have to go into a store anymore. You can shop online. You can DoorDash your food. You can Uber, your groceries. You ain't even got to be on the road engaging people in traffic anymore. You can take a lift and be in the back seat and zone out the whole world. There's so many things that are regressive to communal collectiveness. So I think it is important to amplify the fact that we all need each other. We all support people in each other's lives. And when we can be fortunate enough to see the value in those people that are in our path and in our stratospheres, we can do and see a lot of great things manifesting. Because it was never meant for man to be on this earth alone. That's the reason why he created helpmates. And from that, everything was designed to be of help to one another.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely that. Well, let me say this. We have some music that we want to share, and the music, of course, is two or more. And we all picked out, we had some categories. Our category is one old school.
Uh,
What's the other category?
the other category is a song of your youth.
And then we had a category where it's current or something current to us.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
then we have one last, well, I love the number seven, so we have to have one last one that my brother actually gave me some options on, and we picked one last one, which we'll give it to you once we get to the very end. So without further ado, let's start. And with you being guest, I'll let you start first, sir.
Okay. Well, yeah, a lot of people have, of course, there's a lot of songs that are collaborative that are just fire right now. Um, and you can go through the gamut of old school, new school, just there's always been a collective of voices. But the one that I picked for right now, currently, I picked a song by Usher and the artist Her called Risk It All. It was presented off of the Color Purple soundtrack of 2024. They did that collaboration for that movie. A lot of people have been able to put out an album together simply because how well their voices blend. The song is about love and its complications and how the vulnerabilities of it and how a lot of times you don't know what you're going into, but why it's worth risking it all for love, just to be loved. And I think a lot of us go through that, whether you're in a relationship, trying to get into a relationship, getting out of a relationship. There's always a pose of risks, and that's the biggest thing the reason why I picked that song. It's about risk, and a lot of times we be so afraid to take a risk, whether it's investing money, whether it's in investing in people, whether it's investing in your dreams, investing in your growth. Everybody gets into a state of comfort or a state of fear, and they don't understand that in order to reach a pinnacle or a gratification in life, you have to take some form of risk. And that song embodies like a true essence of one love, which we all aspire for and want to attain in some form, but it's really about risk and how scary it is to risk, but it's going to be worth it in the end.
I love that you said that, because you took it from the love aspect to the everyday life. How many brilliant people that you and I have encountered, and they've shared a brilliant idea, and because they didn't want to risk falling down or someone saying no to them,
Mm.
that idea never came into fruition.
Right.
So risk, as you said, on every level, that's a part of life. And we have to learn how to navigate those waters. And if you don't, you stay stagnant. So I agree. I love that you picked that song. You said it came out in 2024. Say that.
Off the Color Purple soundtrack. Like if people wanted to like really, well, it's an Usher song, so it's going to pull up if you put even the song Risk, but it's off of the Color Purple soundtrack officially.
Mm,
Uh, and the lyric, even the chorus of the lyrics, it says, "I don't mind feeling like I'm about to fall," and that is the major statement of it all. Like if you understand the, you don't mind that feeling. Like that feeling lets you know you're in the realm of the breakthrough.
mm, yes, in the realm of the breakthrough, that uneasy feeling.
Feeling like I'm about to fall. I don't mind, but that's the point. I don't mind when something is worth it. You risk. You take a risk.
Yeah, yeah. And let's even just talk a little bit for those that may be tapping in and say, I've took some risks and it didn't quite come out on the other side. Use whatever you didn't think went right as a blueprint for you to go to the next level,
Mhm.
to look at it and say, okay, this did not work, but it's okay. Now I have the blueprint to go and try again.
Yeah, me and my brother. I'm in Los Angeles, California right now. Me and my brother Devin Moore came out here for the Black Menswear Flash Mob LA edition for 2025. It'll be in Vegas March 26, by the way. So any men, women watching this, if you've seen the Las Vegas flash mobs before, where a bunch of brothers get together suited and booted for the cause of brotherhood, communion, and getting together to show we want to be treated like you see us. Address me how I'm dressed. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If we want our respect, we want our courtesy, we want our mindfulness of who we are and our presence in this world. And we're out here supporting brothers in LA. And I'm saying that to say, me and my brother, we're coming up with a conversation piece entitled "This Is Good." And
Mm,
and this is good. That's the very thing that you're talking about. Like you take a negative, and this is good. Whatever negative happens in your life, this is good because it you'll find if you keep living and keep learning and keep searching, the negative actually propelled a positive. And
come on.
so you have to look at all things like this is good. You know, it says all things, you know what I mean? Praise God for all things, not just good, but even for the bad. So if he says praise God for through all things and give him the glory, why would you only thank him when things are going good and curse or be upset when things are go bad? No, this is good. And if you just keep looking, and God will reveal why it was good. But you got to have faith in it. And
Yeah, I definitely agree. That's a good point. Thank you for sharing. And make sure when you guys get close, the end of February, because March is dedicated to Women's Month on my platform. But the end of February, you need to come on. We'll have a session and remind the people about the date in March.
absolutely, absolutely. For the Las Vegas Black Menswear Flash Mob, we've done our own edition as men, but this is the nationwide edition. This edition was just to give just a little context. Black Menswear is founded by Neandre Browser and Evan Mark, brothers out of Dallas, Texas. There's another brother out of North Carolina that's super, super sharp. But basically, these men have been going all over the country and the world because they're in London this year as well, or late last year or early this year. But you know, North Carolina, of course, Atlanta, Dallas, LA, where we're in. They've been in Vegas before, but they're bringing it back to Vegas per request and per the support. But they Chicago all over the country and just basically building a network of supportive men that one believe in. You know, you feel good when you look good, and when you look good and you feel good, then you give out good.
Yes.
Even with this one that we did in LA, there was a toy drive for kids in the local Inglewood area to be given toys. So all the black men that showed up that could donated toys, so that way some kids can have Christmases. So it's a beyond just looking good. And I know that used to be one of my things. Hey, we got enough in the world going on. We don't need to be dressing up, looking good, and then we coming back to the same neighborhoods with the same problems. Well, that's one side of the coin, but on the other end of that coin is we need to show that we are here. And once again, we come from an era where men dressed. We come from a man where men had dignity. When you dress, you hold a certain dignity about yourself. You become a little bit more dignified. It's not so much as refinement, because you can take a boy out the hood, but the hood is still in the boy no matter what they wear. You know,
Okay.
but in that same sense, when you look better, you hold your chest up a little bit more. Your shoulders are back a little bit more. People will notice and give you a certain regard when you do that. So basically, it's just reminding ourselves of our regard.
Yes.
That's always a positive thing. I don't care what nobody say. So I'm in support of it. But once again, is doing it with a cause too. You know what I mean? So we'll make sure that the everything is told in February when we come back.
Yes, sounds good. I'm happy to spread the word, spread the noise, and to continue to put Vegas on the map.
Absolutely, absolutely. Your
So, say it
what's
again.
your turn? What's your current song?
So, my current song, I know it's going to be a little different, but my current song is what is it? The Benediction Part 2 PJ Morton
Hmm?
song. I I just love that song. I'm trying to look for my notes. So it's a I know he had one with the guys, and
Uh
I'll let you talk a little bit about that. But I'm gonna talk about the women. You have Lisa Knowles Smith, you
huh. Uh huh.
have Leandra Johnson,
Uh huh.
you have Kiki Wyatt, you have Kiara Shield, and you have Tasha Cobb Leonard.
Uh huh.
Powerhouse of women, phenomenal. But I have to actually talk about what is it, Kiki Shears.
Mm-hmm.
All of them did amazing. I love all of their work, but Kiki had something in her lyrics that resonates with me. She talked about how you tried to count me out,
Mm-hmm.
but that means you didn't know how to count.
Mm-hmm.
I love that because it's many times people have counted me out. And at the end of the day, they didn't know how to count because I was still a part of that count. And I love her saying those particular lyrics, although every last one of the women did a phenomenal job. So I just love that song. And it's talking about better, better. It's almost like a mantra if you hear it over again, even when I'm not feeling well or something's going on. I think about it get better, 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 better. So I love that song. I thought it was fitting for the time because we are going through different kind of challenges and it's multiple ones. One pop up, another one pop up, another one pop up. But this song can really minister or penetrate the heart to say things will get better. Even if you just sit quietly, you don't even have to say it out loud. Better, better, better. So I don't know. You have any perspective on the song? I know they had a part one, so talk
Yeah.
about that.
Part one came out in 2022. PJ Morton on I think it was his Watch the Sun album. Watch the Sun album, and part one was all men. So it had Zacardi, Cortez, Gene Moore, Samat, Tim Rogers, um, and Mr. Walls, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Um, so the song, better once again, we're talking about the power of two or more. There's a reason why they say better twice. It can be a mantra, but it's a chant, and it's something to remind your spirit that it will get better, and not only will it get better, it'll get better in the better, to me. And
Yes.
is it's a powerful song. It can move you if you listen to it. It can move you to emotions because everybody has their own relationship with life in which they're given a testimony of sorts, and they're saying all of these things that could happen. It's okay. Once again, the theory. This is good. It will get better, but you gotta have faith and you gotta believe. Honestly, in the benediction part two, I forget who's the first person singing, but in the benediction part two with the women, the first verse is "Don't you worry and don't you fret.
Ha.
Oh, God ain't never failed me yet." Like
Hmm.
starting off, just letting you know, like whatever your fear is, don't be fearful because have faith because he's not going to fail you. Life will teach you. It won't hurt you if you let it teach you. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So it like that's a very strong. Like I told you, I have the benediction in my own playlist, both part one and two. I've sat and on driving and cried listening to that song. You know what I'm saying? Just like broke out in absolute praise. So
Yes.
yeah, that's a very good song. And once again, it's about five artists on each one
Hmm.
versions. He being the sixth, but hey, it amplifies just how strong that song is because that song is made by each one of those artists.
Yes. Yes. Well, I was finally able to pull up Kiki's version. It
Mm-hmm.
says, "I know it feels a little rough right now. Better,
Mm-hmm.
better. I know it gets rough. If they counted you out, oh, they didn't know how to count. Yes, better, better." And of course, I can't sing Kiki part because she comes from the Clark sister lineage, so her voice is beautiful. But like you said better, better 2 times,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's the running theme. It needs to be said 2 times in order to really get it. Better,
Mm-hmm.
better. So, beautiful song, a beautiful message. And I would encourage anybody, if you're having a challenging day, a challenging week, put that song in your spirit and let it work for you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Where where you want to go now, sis?
Hey, whichever way you want to go, I'm following you. Yes, I'm following you, sir.
Okay, well, let's do old school. Let's do
Okay.
So once again, there's so many. We talk about duets. Um, we talk about two or more. We talk about collaborations. And for me, old school, just sentimentally for me, my pick was Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell's "You're All I Need to Get By."
Mm,
Song was, I think, 1963, maybe.
mm-hmm.
I think like around 1963 that came out. And they actually put out an album together because they're from two separate groups. But they actually did a joint album, and the name of the album was "You're All I Need."
I didn't
To,
know that.
yes, they put out an album like "Heaven Must Have Sent You from Above."
Okay.
Uh, all those songs, all those duets that they had was off of that album. But I think "You're All I Need to Get By" is a touching song on so many levels. Like, um, you can actually make it spiritual. Like to your creator, "You're all I need to get by." You can look at it as in a spouse thing, as the song is talking about relational. "You're all I need to get by." You can look at it as a parent to a child. Uh,
Mm,
you can look at it as a one friend to another friend, best friend type thing. Anybody that gives you that anchoring, anybody that gives you that source of through the stormness. Like, I want to be here with you. I wouldn't choose anybody better to be here with me going through this. You're all I need. Like, I can get through anything with you. Um, so not like Benny Smith "Stand by Me," but it's close to that. But yeah, that's what I get from that song. Is so pivotal just to the culture of us too. That song was remade by Method Man and Mary J. Blige, and Harlem.
that's right.
You know what I mean? As far as its impact, and they won a Grammy for that song. You know what I mean? Having that same theme, in a modern day, twist. So I think culturally, "You're All I Need to Get By Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell is very impactful. You know what I mean? When you think of somebody who you really care about and you listen to those lyrics, like "Sweet Morning Dew," I took one look at you and it was plain to see you were my destiny. Like, it hits you right off the bat. Like, so many great love songs, but that's a timeless one right there for me with a duet.
I love that, and I'm glad that you mentioned Method Man and Mary J. Blige. I almost forgot about that. You're all
Oh
I
yeah.
need, but they did it in a just the next level, the next generation. You
Uh-huh.
know,
Yeah.
yes.
It's like if the original song had a baby, that's the baby right there.
Great, great, great point. I love that. I love that he said had a baby.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm gonna talk about my old school song. This to me is timeless. Um, it is the Temptation, "My Girl,"
Hmm.
and the reason why I love this song is because it could not be done by one person. It had to be, even though you have what was it, David Ruffin at the front singing and he had the background, but he still would not be able to produce that song. It had to be a group collaborative effort. And this particular song, I've had the opportunity years ago to do some presentations. And this song is always the song that I may have used in a mixed crowd, meaning multiple different ethnicities,
Hmm.
that they always get it when I say these very words. Um, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl. And everybody participates with this song. And I love that it is a crowd participation song. I love the vocals on this. Just to give you some background, the song came out in December of 1964 as a single first, but it was their first U.S. hit in 1965. And just so you know, I don't know if you knew that Smokey Robinson was one of the writers on there with Ronald White of the Miracles. So those two wrote that particular song. Again, the two together, not one person, two
Uh-huh.
of them writing a beautiful song. So I just love that song. I wanted to showcase it, and it'll never ever go out of style. I mean, this was before I was born. It's 1964 and it's still relevant to this day.
Yeah, and once again, so far our theme, thus the songs that we pick have a chanting. The choruses are repeated, not just said once, but repeated. So it just goes to show the power and repetition with it as well. Amplifying that message. It's strong enough by just saying it once, but they have it repetitive because it's that much more impactful. You know what I
Wow.
mean? But yeah, yeah, I like that song. Eddie, I'm an Eddie Kendricks fan too, from the Temptations. I know the Williams brother, Otis, and ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Uh, oh, you know what I mean? Those are two of the other Temptations, but I'm a big Eddie Kendricks fan. Um, I love some of his solo music that he's put out. You know what I mean? Intimate Strangers, Keep on Trucking.
Okay.
Yeah, like those, and once again, even in a group, they once again their individual contributions are just amplified in that group, but they all have voices on their own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God bless the dead, as they say. Those men that have passed away have gave us some really good timeless music.
Yes, yes. As they say, I've got sunshine
Mhm.
on a cloudy day.
Ah,
When
ah,
it's cold outside, I've got the month of May.
ah.
I guess, and I'm forgetting all the words, but
You got
just the quietness in how it starts, and then it goes, my girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. I mean, it just don't get no better than that.
Cole's verse is, "I got so much honey, the bees envy me."
Oh,
Talking about bragging. You're gonna get your girl took. You keep it up, bruh. But you know, hey, Talk about it. Pay the for 'em.
I mean, I love that. I love that. So I just wanted to showcase that song, and obviously you agree with me about how special that song is. So yes, uh Temptations, My Girl, and Never Go Out of Style, and the work of them collaborating together, even though it may have been again him singing up front, Eddie. Let me just give the name just so David Ruffin is the lead singer. Then you have background by Eddie Kendrick,
Uh-huh.
Paul Williams, Marvin Franklin, and Otis Williams.
Yep, and Otis. Yep.
So, yeah, so shout out to the Temptations, whether they're here physically or spiritually, your work will go on forever. In 20, what we'll say in 3032, people will still be tapping into My Girl.
Absolutely, they will. Absolutely, they will. Uh, let's go ahead and move it to our 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 childhood or growing up songs that were impactful of duets. So we've given some R&B, and I'm gonna go ahead and swing it as a kid born in the '70s and grew up through the '80s and the '90s. I'm gonna swing it over to a little bit of hip hop.
Okay.
My group collaborative song is called Buddy, which is a song from De La Soul's album, off of the 3 Feet High and Rising album that was like done in 1989. But my song is actually Buddy the Remix. And Buddy the Remix came out a year later, and it's the Native Tongues edition where it has the Jungle Brothers, it has Queen Latifah, it has Moni Love, it has Tribe Called Quest. Like I said, it's Jungle Brothers, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, um, like I said, Queen Latifah, Moni Love, and that collaborative song is just the joint. It is men and women coming together, speaking of the fun nature of being playful when it comes to being attracted to the opposite sex, and pursuing the loving of the opposite sex. Let's say that. Uh, each and once again, the native tongues were all based off of an Afrocentric concept of dialect of being more tribal, being more communal, of speaking a tongue in which that group understands it. Like back in the late '80s, early '90s, you had a lot of segmented music from East Coast, West Coast, the South, even with rap a lot, how you have with the Ghetto Boys and certain artists, and that's like the South dealt with the South, the West dealt with the West, the East dealt with the East, and even in the East, you had the boot camp clique with
Hmm.
Wesson, and you had Black Moon, and once again you have the Native Son. So just for me, that song "Buddy" is a playful thing back then. Just being vibrant, being youthful, having fun. Just not having as many cares. Once again, cell phones were not prevalent then. Maybe had a beeper if you were, if the Easy Calm off of Maryland Parkway in in you know what I mean. Shout out to the natives that know what I'm talking about.
If you know, you know.
You know what I mean? Before computers, before tablets, before all of that, when we had house parties, when you had, your ditch parties, when you had 91.5 War and Peace,
Hmm.
underground radio shows, you know what I mean? This is that era in which that Buddy song, Queen Latifah and Moni Love adding their feminine and female points of view in a song that was about men's perspective. But the biggest part about it is, and I hate to keep rambling on, but it was about respect. It was about the respect of the pursuit, the respect and the even somewhat of a boundary of how you approach it. You know what I mean? In a playful way. That song just it makes me feel good. It makes me dance the minute I hear doom doom. And the beat is sampled off of I don't know the artist, but it's the song Heartbeat. You make me feel so
So weak. Yes.
boom,
Harvey.
boom, 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 boom. boom, 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 boom. So, of course, hip hop sampled a lot of music, but once again, when you hear it, you can't help but connect to that song and get that nostalgic feeling. And then, buddy, buddy, don't you know you make me go nutty? I'm so glad that you're not a funny duddy, not too skinny and not too chubby, soft like silly putty, Miss Crabtree. I hope that you're not mad at me when I told you that it was your buddy. That would be ever so jungleistically. Yeah, man, that's my.
You brought back some memories. When I get off, I gotta play that song. I really forgot about that song.
Oh yeah, it's the remix, buddy remix. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
everybody held their own and did their thing.
I love that. That was a good one. Shout out to you for picking that one. Okay. You be going like way back, the ones that it was great, but you kind of forgot about it and you
Right,
bring it and say like a spades card.
right, yeah,
Bam.
right. That's a deuce. That's a deuce. You know what I'm talking about? That's
Yes.
right there.
And then when you slam it down, you gonna brag all day long like
Uh, get up off the.
Yes, yes, for sure, for sure.
What's yours?
Well, mine's is I think they also did it on, well, I'm just gonna say mine's is Midnight Star.
Mhm.
I think that song was always so beautiful. It's timeless, and it's Slow Jam by Midnight Star. It came out in 1983, and I think it was on the album No Parking Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, no parking on the dance floor. That was more like a funk kind of, that was like the funk era where Prince and all of them, they were getting into the funk. It's still R&B, but more of that funk to it, don't you think?
The synthesized funk.
Mm-hmm.
They were heavily influenced by the synthesizers. I think that Stevie Wonder ushered in, going out of the 70s, and
Mm-hmm.
funk to it. So it's like synth funk that
Yes.
like groups like Midnight Star are championed. Yeah.
Yes. But even though they still had a beautiful voice, and Slow Jam is my pick, and I just, oh my gosh, I just love that. So before I go into the lyrics of the song, I do want people to be aware, and I just found out that Kenny
Okay.
Babyface contribute to it, Bo Watson,
Uh-huh.
but Belinda Lapscombe,
This comb.
okay,
This
and
comb.
Reggie Calloway and Sydney DeWade. Is
Uh-huh.
that
Uh-huh.
those people all contribute? So it sung that beautiful. It was not one person. It was collectively a group that talked about it. I don't know who did what, but collectively they produced this song together. Or wrote this song together. So I just want to mention that. Also, as a mention that Usher and Monica did
Mm-hmm.
did a remix of that song, but I just loved it. I was all alone. I was feeling rather low. I needed someone to lift my spirits up. And then they just go on. I mean, think about that. That is a spiritual song because you say you need someone to lift your spirits up. And then, play another slow jam. This time make it sweet. And I'm messing up the lyrics on the
Oh,
slow jam.
my baby and me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just, I mean, I thought it was beautiful. I think also they did a cameo, or it was played in, and I'm going off the top of my head, Soul Food, the movie.
Yeah.
It was in one of the scenes, the song came on. So I just thought it was a beautiful song. Anytime I hear it, it makes me pause. And I love the duet possibility. So I've seen many people sing it one part and another part, and together blending is so beautiful. So
Yeah.
I love that song.
Again, that's an 80s song. 1983 is when that one came out. Yep.
Yes. Yes, for sure. So um it just don't get no better than Slow Jam, and that's another one that it may not get a lot of recognition, but it will always be timeless as well. And again, we have Babyface that I think we need to do a segment with Babyface and who else that has written so many songs. Babyface. Matter of fact, let's talk about real fast. You went to a concert. You to go see Babyface, and you shot me a couple of little small vignettes of videos and him doing songs for other people, not just himself, other
Right.
people. So can you talk about a few of those songs? I know it's just we had to mention this.
Right. So Babyface has a residency at the Palms, in which he does a few weekend dates out of a month, and then he'll go away and then come back. Or that has been the flow of his thing. So once again, his residence at Palms. It was last month that I went, the middle of the month, and a good part of Babyface show is he's basically flexing on you. Like, you know what I mean? These are the songs that are mine that y'all came to hear, but let me, just in case y'all didn't know or forgot how bad I was, let me explain something to you. So was like, in all the genres. So he played If I Could Change the World, which he wrote for Eric Clapton, um, which Eric Clapton is in multiple genres from blues to, certain country, certain soft rock. He showcased Madonna, Take a Bow, that he wrote for Madonna. That was a huge hit. I'll Make Love to You by Boys the Men. Boys the Men actually came out on stage with him at the concert, so everybody got a twofer. Um,
Wow.
yeah, absolutely. He went a good 25, I would say, minutes minimum of just flexing all of his various other songs. TLC
Tony,
back
right?
songs. But once again, we expect him in the R&B realm. It's the other songs in the other genres that were like super impactful, where it was like, hey, y'all just don't know who y'all messing with. You know what I mean? So, and he's Babyface just turned 61, I believe, just turned 61. He's still face, but it ain't as much baby as it was. But he's still in his bag. You know what I mean? He looked good. He said, he was winded a couple times. He was like, "Whoa," you know. So, but he sounds just as good live now that he does on any one of his albums. So, shout out to Babyface and his production team, and y'all have a wonderful, wonderful show that y'all put together with visuals too, with the collages of his videos and his songs. But that song, that's how much off of his Tender Love album. When he did that, it tore everything up, boy. It tore everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And that just goes to show you. I just want to point out, I this morning I was listening to Tina Marie the whole morning, and it made me think about her collaboration with Rick James, and just it is so important for people to understand. Even somebody like Wendy, why am I not Wendy Houston?
Whitney Houston, yeah. Yeah.
That she had so many people behind the scenes, whether they were writing for her, whether it was wardrobe. Like, yes, she was amazing, but behind the scene or people working together to make her who she is. So I just want people to understand you may see one person,
Mm-hmm.
but behind the scene, it is multiple people supporting, doing things to make that person great. It's never anybody by their self.
Another unsung, and I have to say it because we just brought up the Queen of White Soul, Tina Marie. Another unsung, unappreciated uh, writer is Rick James.
Oh,
Rick
absolutely.
is crazy. Ebony Eyes that he wrote as actually, I think people need to understand Ebony Eyes. If you haven't listened to it or haven't heard it in a minute, go back and listen to that song. That is a ode to Black women that he
Mm,
wrote for him and Smokey Robinson. For his Motown roots. But from the songs that he um, wrote for Tina Marie, He wrote a lot of songs like back that people didn't understand. Eddie Murphy, so there wouldn't be no party all the time.
My girl loves to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
Rick James has an impact as an artist, but as a penman, I don't think Rick James gets enough credit for the way that man really wrote some classic, timeless songs, not only for himself, but for other people in, once again, collaboration.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that because this morning when I was listening to her, she was doing a acapella version of Deja Vu. And she said out of all the songs, that song resonates with her the most. And if you listen to the words, once I was a white gazelle on a horseback riding free, searching in the darkness for a piece of me. Rick wrote that, and then it goes on where he says, um, if your life is full of sin, you'll come back again, maybe a woman or a man. And it just, I mean, if you really listen to the complete lyrics of that song, it is giving you the blueprint of spirituality, how we should live, and how we both have, from my perspective, we also have the opportunity to come back as a man or a woman so we can see the perspective of each other. So I thought that was wonderfully done. And shout out to Rick and Tina together because the
Yeah.
duos that they did together,
Oh yeah,
come on, like,
two or more. That's a definition of two or more. Like
yes.
powerful by themselves, but once again, a lot of timeless music are done through collaboration.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
just it's just the truth.
Yeah. Think about Outkast. You have Outkast and Andre 3000. They were clearly had different perspective in how they did things, but together collectively, like it was amazing. I can go on and on. We didn't even put these particular individuals in our list, but it just goes to show that we encourage you to collaborate together, just like him and I. Like I said, he's been on every season, and I will ensure that he's on every season that I ever do. So I thank you just for collaborating with me because when I come up with an idea, yeah, I can sit here and say by myself, but it is so much better when I have someone that can talk about and vibe with me about these things.
Absolutely. Well, once again, in the space I'm in right now, like I said, with my boy Dev, we both could have came out here by ourselves, of ourselves, but us coming together made it that the experience that much more amplified to represent our city in manhood together. Just gave a stronger force. They was like, okay, Vegas is in the house, so much more so that we come into your city. So you know what I mean. You never know what can come out of just being communicative and understanding you're not in this life alone. Just take a risk and give somebody a chance to do something with you and for you.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I think this is a great way to set way out. I've been tongue tied all day today, so please forgive me on that. I'm usually on point a little bit more, but thank God my brother's here to help me out.
We all right. We all right. I got you back.
So before we get out of here, this will air right before the holidays kind of end. And I just want to encourage everyone that it's not, I know they say it often that, oh, it's not about the money, but make the memories your currency. Make the memories and your time and just having the opportunity to love on each other. Make that your currency and enjoy the holidays. So do you have anything you'd like to say to anyone, about the holidays or to wish them a happy holiday?
Well, given in the theme of music, like the Temptations have the song "Give Love" on Christmas. So happy holidays to everybody, whether it's Christmas, whether it's Hanukkah, whether celebrating Kwanzaa, which will be coming up after Christmas. No matter what you choose, make it count. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us. Love on all the people that you can while you can. I know this is a hurting season for a lot of people, a lot of first Thanksgivings, a lot of first Christmases, a lot of first New Year's without your children, without your spouses, without your best friends, love of your life. We all have suffered a loss in which there are truly felt during these holidays. So reach out. Bill Withers has a holiday song called "The Gift of Giving." Um,
Mm,
and he says in it, um, give a call to the widow, see what she needs. And with that, call somebody who you know has somebody that recently or have lost somebody impactful during this time, or where this time is really difficult for them, and give them some love, give them some support, give them some encouragement that God, obey the spirit. When God puts somebody on your spirit, obey it. Go
yeah,
ahead and call them. Go ahead and text them. Be like, I don't want to bother you. Just, hey, I'm thinking about you. Hey, I hope you're having a good day. If not, I'm here for you. I know you're strong, but I got a little bit more muscle for you if you need. Just, just lend yourself and your spirit while you have the ability to, because there's a lot of people that wish they could be here and they're not.
yeah, yeah, I agree. And one last thing, just for the sake of this time, please be patient. We have a lot of people, and I mentioned this last year during this time, that are out and about, that are at home, as you mentioned at the beginning of our interview, that they Uber their food, they don't go anywhere, they have no human contact, and then when they come out, they're overstimulated, and because they're overstimulated, they're not patient, they're not kind, all those things. So I would encourage you to be a little kinder, be a little patient. If somebody cuts you off in traffic, just say, it is what it is. Please, please, please take your time, because at the end of the day, you and I both know individuals that we've talked to maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago, and right now today they're not here. So please, please just enjoy your time, make every moment count, and be in the moment. Take the time to be in the moment. When you're spending time with your family, I don't want to be cliche, but put the phone down, look at them in their eyes, see if you notice something different. How's their hair growing? Are they irritated when you say something? Just be mindful and pay attention, and try to really speak into their spirit.
Yeah, and especially for giving kids the example. Like, I honestly, one of my best memories in the holiday is when I spent it with you and your family, and me and the kids upstairs playing the game together. And I was like, all right, y'all think y'all can beat me? I put money on it, and
Oh, you had them going. You
I,
had
I
them
was trying to
going.
that because I was upstairs with the kids, spending time and making it count. And even though I loved all of you, but those kids, we overlook like the innocence of kids. And, sometimes we so much in our adulthood, we forget the innocence and the freeness of being a child. Like, it's biblical, why we should be more childlike. But, I love kids, man, and be mindful of the children too and their sensitivities, you know what I mean? If you can.
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely agree. And one last thing, no matter what you agree with someone in their individual life and their journey, respect their boundaries.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that's very important, because we have a lot of people that are still searching on their journey to identify who they are or what they are. It is not for us to be harsh with them. It's
Mhm.
for us to provide love and let them know, I support you. You ain't got to support them in no BS. Like, if they clown just like anybody else, you say, hey, these are not the rules of my house, but
Mhm.
still provide love. Love, love, love. So if
Absolutely.
if it's anything else before I segue out, my native Las Vegas brother, the
Mhm.
floor is yours.
Okay, well, let's get into our bonus pick. Before
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Oh my God.
let's get into our bonus pick because it is very important. Once again, giving people their flowers. And the bonus pick that we both agreed on is for his duets and collaborations is the mighty mighty Clark sisters.
Yeah,
The song "You Brought the Sunshine."
yes.
1981 they came out with that song. Twinkie, I think they call her Twinkie Clark, is the one that wrote it. And she was inspired by hearing Stevie Wonder's Master Blaster song,
Mm-hmm.
and she used part of that element in shaping that song. But the song "You Brought the Sunshine," That song single-handedly in 1981 ushered in all of the current gospel that we hear right now, and its pop appeal and its crossover appeal to a larger masses. That song did it. You gave me peace. You gave me grace. You put a smile upon my face. I mean, it's one of the most melodic. Once again, she followed the greatest, one of the greatest blueprints of all. That's Stevie Wonder's direction of how he structured that song. But you brought the sunshine in my life. I mean, the Clark sisters, is five of them originally, five Clark sisters. Can't remember all of their names, but I know Twinkie's the one that wrote the song, because I watched the Lifetime documentary on that they created to them. Shout out to the Clark sisters too.
Yes.
Song, yeah, I mean, once again, most of us like gospel in some way. We just talked about PJ Morton better. He's the son of the very famous gospel preacher in New Orleans. And where that come from. There would be no current gospel music the way that it is without the Clark sisters doing what they did and going against the grain, going against the naysayers, going against the you canters, and taking a risk.
Well, and that's the part. Not only taking a risk, they caught some flack. You thought Kurt Franklin caught some flack for tapping into some of the what they would call secular music. They caught some flack, but in that they also had that song playing in places in New York. What was the big excuse me?
Studio 64.
Yeah, I mean, they had the song playing in those places. And if that's what you wanted to do, it should not just be limited to one place, just the gospel. You want to get the word out. And I felt like they did that. I mean, I love that. You made my day.
In course, yeah.
You brought the sunshine, whatever, but it's such a beautiful song and it has so many different elements to it, but it all collectively come together. So those sisters did something. Of course, we have to give Maddie Moss. She won no joke. She made sure those girls were structured, and a lot of times we give people that has the structure or see things that is not quite right, we give them a hard time. But think about, those are the people that have made some really great people great. And we won't talk about those things that Joe Jackson that allegedly has done, but look at the greatness that they push forward from these individuals, So a beautiful song. Thank you for using that as a option for us to select. And I put that song on. Just let it. Even if you made my day.
Like I listened to that. Like my mother, when I was younger, used to get me up to get ready to go to school. KCEP would play that song every morning between 6:30 and 7 o'clock in the morning, every day in 1981. When
wow.
it was in heavy rotation of R&B and pop music stations. You did not hear gospel music like that till then. And once again, to start your day that way was very impactful for me growing up. And that's why I was like, we got to use this as like an honorable mention, one of them, because once again, we got to give people their credit and just due. Like, they trailblazed and paid the cost for people to have what they have nowadays in their freedom of expression in the terms of gospel music.
Yes.
And once again, I don't care what happens. I always want to honor women in some form or fashion. I may not be perfect in all my ways, and some of it might not make sense to certain people, but I love Black women. You're undervalued, you're underserved, you're underlooked, and you're disregarded in so many ways. So if I can at any time, um, my platform, your platform, or any platform, just give a little bit of an ode to a Black woman, I'm going to. And for those five Black women and their families to endure what they've endured, to get
Yes.
out about spiritual upliftment, And, whether you're religious or not, understanding your connection to Jesus, God, and the source. Thank you, Clark Sisters. Thank you, KCP at the time, for playing that music and being bold enough to put it on radio and introduce it to us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Well, we
Yes.
got it for certain Black radios doing that. Wasn't no gospel stations like that. So to the Black radio stations that help put that out there to, help usher it in. Thank y'all, man. Those sisters did a wonderful work.
Yes. And again, like you said before, taking the risk, and we have to give Stevie Wonder, because his dun 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 dun
Mhm.
dun 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 dun.
Mhm. Yeah,
That beat.
that's a wonderful. Steve, we could have a whole another thing on our favorite Stevie songs. Okay, it's just so much.
There's
Like,
a ribbon in the sky for
oh,
our love.
uh,
Do do do.
no troubles, are no problems have solution. Trust in God will show.
Come on
All
now.
all of them. That man is just. If something happened to him, I know I'm gonna be crying. I just know.
I
I just.
mean, 'cause he contributes so many great things. Matter of fact, speaking of that, PJ Morgan um, purchased a property in Louisiana where
Mm,
he did one of his albums. I think it was the Key. I don't know if it's the Key. Anyway, he purchased the property,
mm,
and he gave. Of course, he's a big fan. He's always said of Stevie Wonder. The first time I heard him, before I really knew anything about him, I said, you know what? He reminds me of Stevie Wonder, and come to find out the connection, even though they are connected. PJ is who he is and Stevie is who he is, but collectively, he's his child
mm,
to a certain extent.
mm.
Like, we birth these children not even knowing, because they tap into our energy source, and it encourage, or it builds for the next generation. So, with that being said, I'm hoping the conversations you and I have, somebody can see 100 years from now, and they go and they tap into the music that we've talked about, that may not be mainstream. It may be at that time all AI, and they go in and go, oh, I see why their soul was connected. I see why they felt elevated, because those very words with the music has produced something so absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely, absolutely. This was wonderful, sis. This was wonderful.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate your time. I know you in you guys, he all the way in Cali, and he still said he'll do it for me. So I appreciate you. I really, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know where I am today. So, I'm gonna let you say any last words, even though I said before and we had a song, but any last words you'd like to share?
Just once again, happy holidays, reiterating for everyone. Uh, Spread love, give love, be love. Um, and God bless those that are going through things right now, people losing loved ones at this time, extremely difficult. God bless you. Somebody loves you. You know what I mean? Just remember that. Even if you can't see it, don't always immediately hear it or feel it. Just know that you are not in this world alone. Somebody is rooting for you. Somebody's praying for you. Just thank you, God, for all your graces upon me and my life, you and your life. God bless you, your sisters, your mother, your family, your children. Shout out to your son, the young king becoming a man. You know what I mean? Getting ready for that next stage of life. So rock on, nephew. We expect big things from you, man. Uh,
Yes.
just shout out to everyone. Shout out to the people at Mariposa that let Dev come out this weekend. Shout out to my brothers at EAG. We're going to continue to do the work that we're doing, collaborating with these youths in the community and doing all that we can and collaborating with other organizations. Shout out to Mel Green of that design historic West Las Vegas Library. If you have not been, everybody, please go check it out. It is a wonderful, masterful work. That man and his team of architects did their things, the community that collaborated, all the pioneers that shaped the community. Thank you. We tips our hats to you, our living ancestors, our gone ancestors. Just thank y'all for what y'all poured into us in the city of Las Vegas, the state of Nevada, and Yeah, love.
I love it. You guys, please give my brother and thank him for always coming in supporting me a hand. Mr. Arrick Foster! I love you.
Miss West, love you, sis.
See you in these Las Vegas streets.